Welcome to my channel, Spiritually Speaking with Jules, also known as The Supernatural and Miracles. So, why have I called it The Supernatural and Miracles? Because when you are talking the spiritual realm, it's massive and it encompasses things that we can't explain, things that we can't logic out. We all know when we're walking along in a busy shopping street and we turn around because we know someone is looking at us. That's the same. We feel the energy, okay? We can't explain it. We have no words can say, well, you know, it felt like. You don't know what it feels like. You just know that someone's looking at you. You've already computed it and you turn around, okay? So my intention is to provide you with a vast array of miracles, supernatural, and in particular, I'm starting with other people's journeys, other people's spiritual awakenings, other people's experiences with the light and the good, but also the dark, because it's the duality is within us, the light and the dark, and it's also out there. Also, I'll be providing tips and hints and tools to show you how to protect yourself, how to ground yourself, what I do, what my self-care practice is. So it's kind of like a one size fits all, but it doesn't really, because we're all unique. But try it, try this, try that, try this, try that. You'll find something that works for you, but I'll give you lots of different ideas as we go along. So yesterday I had an amazing podcast with Sam, also known as Magical Manfa, and that's how you can find her, magicalmanfa.com, or also that's her handle on all the socials. I know her from TikTok. We've never actually met in person, but we've spoken loads of times on video, etc. And we get on, as you can see in the video. We're very relaxed with each other. So it's interesting that we've kind of kicked off, because I don't prep anybody. I just say, I just want you to talk about your spiritual journey, how it started, when it started, and that's it. So it's very interesting that we've touched on the subject matter that we've touched on about the darkness and also demons, you know. If you're into the Bible and into Jesus as the Savior, they're very candid about demons do exist, and demons, you know, harness your own power within and can live in your body. So, you know, these things are real, and it's not to put you off, it's to make you aware. Awareness is key. You know, we can't go around like la 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 la, this isn't happening, because it is. And as long as you embody the light, as long as you have good intentions through your heart, and you send that out. And we have to practice this. You know, we have to practice not gossiping, not judging. And when you find yourself doing that, check yourself, because you're lowering your vibe, you know. So there's lots that you can do, and all it does is make you a better person. So it's a win-win. So yeah, so this is my channel, Spiritually Speaking. So who am I? My name's Jules Hamilton, and I officially started looking properly when I was about 30. Although prior to that, my whole life, I You would class me now as psychic. I used to hear things and see things as a child, but so did my sister. We shared the same bedroom, which was a bit scary when things started to happen. But it scared me. It scared me, and throughout my progression, I've never really had a desire to become a medium or talk to spirit or people that have passed over. That is not my path. So I kind of shut the door on everything until I was looking, I was searching. There was something missing, and I wanted to know what it was. But I'd been in the Church of England. I'd been to church regularly because I was in the church choir. So I was a regular churchgoer up until probably about 16. So I had a good foundation. And then life took over. You just go at Easter and at Christmas, which unfortunately that's a lot of people's lives, and that's how it was until I decided to search. And there was something on shamanic which I didn't know much about. All I knew was native Red American Indians have always fascinated me. They've fascinated me with their ancestral history, their ancestral lands, the energy, the understanding of nature. So that kind of, I thought, well, I'll start with that. So I did that, and understood the different worlds. And then I went into Reiki, Reiki 1, Reiki 2, and then I went on to do the Reiki 3, which is the Masters. Now, that's when everything changed, because when you go through the process, Reiki, if anybody doesn't know, is a healing, but the healing energy comes through you, and you use symbols to turn it on, if you like, to activate it, and then you just lay your hands on the person or off, either or. And Reiki is kind of widely accepted now in a lot of doctors' surgeries. It's not as woo-woo as maybe other things. So when I did my activation on the Reiki 3, the Masters, all I saw was angels. They were everywhere. They were all around me. I was like, now that's interesting. Never seen an angel before. And now I've got lots of them. So I asked what that meant, and she's like, well, sit with it. You've obviously opened up, and they're wanting to communicate with you in some way. So I then went very quickly into angels, and at the time, the Doreen Virtue was the kind of like authority on angels. She's no longer doing it, as you know. And so she lived in Hawaii, and she said, no, I don't do the UK. However, my son is in London in about, I think it was 3 months' time, in Kensington. And I was like, right. And he's doing a course. So I booked on it. In my haste, I didn't quite realise that the course I booked on was for angel teachers. So I arrived, and everybody is talking about when they speak to Jesus, and I'm like, what? You speak to Jesus? And when I invoke Archangel Michael, well, I didn't even know what invoke meant. Invoke means ask to bring forward, and I felt totally out of my depth. I'm like, nah, I'm on the wrong course. So the intention was that they then set up courses and little businesses to promote angels and run groups. And I said, put my hand up in the break, and I said, can I have a word? I'm on the wrong course. I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong course. I am actually teacher trained, so I don't need to be trained in that. I need to know about angels because I don't know anything. I've just had one experience. I know nothing. And he just laughed and he said, that's the easy part. And I said, how is it easy? He said, all you have to do is ask. So, you know, a lot of people kind of do it as a bit of tongue-in-cheek. They'll ask for a parking space. Oh, angels, give me a parking space. And they get one. Ha ha ha. Well, you've asked and you've got, you know. So I asked to see shapes in the clouds. I got that. And witnesses as well, other people. You know, it wasn't just me. I asked for everything. I asked for communication, so I knew it was from them, and how would I know, and all of this kind of thing. So quickly, I learned a lot, and I stayed on the course. I qualified as an angel teacher, and that's what I did in my spare time on top of my job in a secondary school. So that's what I did at the weekends, you know, teaching people how to connect with angels, teaching people how to use the angel oracle cards for guidance, because really the guidance is within you, you know, your own intuition, your higher self. But we all sometimes need a tool to give us some extra information. So these are oracle cards. These are not tarot cards, by the way. I just want to make that clear. So that was that, and I was on my way, and I was, yeah, right, okay, I'm in the spiritual world. I went to events, and you know, you go and you have a table and you meet other people, and I love the community, I love the vibe. And 2020 changed everything, because everything changed in the world, and I was no longer able to do my courses. I tried to kind of get it online, but it somehow didn't work, and I don't know why. And I'm thinking, and I take that as a positive, and I thought, right, okay, so now I'll do in online training and run a course that people can then purchase and then do at their you know, in their own time. Didn't really know how to market, so that, you know, even though I was able to do the course, I couldn't market. So, you know, so that led me down another journey. So in brief, that's kind of where I got to at 2020. And we're now 2024, October 2024 as I'm recording this, and everything's changed again in the last 3 years. And I think spiritually, when you're meant to be doing something to help others, and this is what we need to ask in the morning: how may I serve? Please show me. And you will get shown, but it also removes people from your life. It also takes you away from maybe where you thought you were happy, and realize you weren't, but you didn't have that comparison. So for example, 2 years ago, I relocated to Cornwall. So I lived in the Lake District, which is a beautiful part of the UK. And equally, so is Cornwall, beautiful part of the UK, just very different. Coastal, obviously, in Cornwall. And I came on holiday with a friend in the May, and I was on the beach, and it was a nice beach, but there's loads of nice beaches, and I felt it. And I just said, I'm going to move down here. And by the August, May, June, July, but within 3 months, I was there. I'd managed to sort work out. I'd managed to rent a place with a dog and my friend. That's not easy, because Cornwall at that time was everybody, after the world event, had kind of Cornwall was the place to go for a holiday. So to even find somewhere that would rent to somebody out of the area for a 6-month contract with a dog was a big ask, but it happened. And this is and this is my life now. It's kind of, you know, you get nudges that you need to be somewhere else, or you get a slap in the face like I did. I need to be here, and that's that. Let's make it happen. And I did. So, and I feel another nudge coming on, and well, I know I'm being nudged. So this is about my journey as well. You follow my journey, because when you are being nudged, you know it's time to move on. But it's not been revealed where yet. I think it's Italy, but that's my suggestion. And maybe there's a bigger and better plan. Who knows? But welcome, and I hope you enjoy. It's going to be varied. It's going to be varied, and I will present in a very matter of fact. You know, you're coming home with me in my lounge, and I normally have a brew, a cup of tea with me, and have a good laugh with my guest. It's very relaxed. That's my style. So enjoy, and thank you for watching.